What's up, gardeners? Today, I'm doing something different. I'm gonna be talking about One Piece. I'm talking about the top 5 JoJo stands that could help you find the One Piece. One thing I should probably mention is that I don't know anything about One Piece. I just know, Monkey D. Luffy, and the One Piece is real. And while I don't know much about One Piece, I do know a lot about JoJo's. I've watched the full show. I've read so many of the JoJo wiki articles. I know a lot. Now, one thing I should probably mention before I get into this is I'm mainly going to be focusing on which stands that could help you find the One Piece, not necessarily get to the One Piece. So while some stands are up here because, yeah, they'd help you get to the One Piece, it's kind of hard to get to the One Piece if you don't know where the One Piece is. So yeah, this is mainly focusing on finding the One Piece. Oh, I misspelled. Alright, so in number 5, we have Highway Star. So I'm gonna assume that some of you, or like maybe most of you watching, don't know what JoJo's is or how the stands work. So basically, Highway Star is a stand that, once it gets the scent of the target, it will relentlessly chase them down at a fixed speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and it won't stop until it reaches the target or is recalled. And so, hear me out, time travel. Get a time machine, go back to when Goldie Roger was alive, somehow get his scent, and then follow him to the One Piece. Even if he tries to go in a path that no one can find him, with Highway Star, you will know exactly where he is. So, okay, so in number 4 we have Underworld. Now, this stand has a lot more that it can do besides just, what its purpose will be in finding the One Piece. But basically, one of its aspects is, you can, dig up in the ground, you can dig up memories of people. One thing you can do is, you can, replay the memories. So if you find the memory of someone, you can just, replay it and see their memory. And so, let's say you know somewhere where Goldie Roger was. You dig it up, and you can find his memory, and you can replay it, and hopefully he mentioned where the One Piece was. I'm not sure if Goldie Roger is the kind of guy to just constantly yap about where the One Piece was. I think this realistically should be number 5, but at least you don't need time travel. It'd be really funny if someone appeared in the window behind me while I was filming. For number 3, we have Hermit Purple. So, something I will mention is this stand is kind of for the purpose of finding the One Piece, it's kind of a worse version of the one that will come next. But so basically, the ability of Hermit Purple that will be useful for finding the One Piece is, one is spirit photography. Basically, you get a camera, you smash it. I don't know if you have to destroy it, that's wasting money. But if you smash the camera, then a picture of what you're looking for will come out. They did that to find where Dio was, and then Avdol was hey, that's this specific fly. Hold on, what was it? Well, first of all, you could take a picture of the One Piece, find what the One Piece is. Maybe you'll find out that it's just a One Piece swimsuit, and that maybe it's not worth it to try and find it. You'll know what the One Piece is. And also, using the spirit photography, maybe you could also find what's around the One Piece. So with that alone, you could put pieces together on where the One Piece could be. Additionally, another power of Hermit Purple for this is you can make maps in sand. I only think we've seen it in sand, but realistically you could do it in dirt or anything like that. Make a map of where you are and then where the One Piece is and where you would have to go to find the One Piece. I think it's pretty good for that purpose, but also it could be a bit finicky. So yeah. In number 2 we have Paisley Park, which is basically the map creating part of Hermit Purple, but significantly better. Partially because you can just use it on a phone. Basically, if you have a phone, this one's broken, so you couldn't do it on this. Maybe. So basically, if you have a phone with Google Maps or whatever Apple has, the stand will just create a destination to where you need to go from where you are. It'll show you your current location and an exact path to exactly where you need to go to find the One Piece. So this is according to the wiki because I've not actually read the Part 8 manga, and it's going to be a while till it gets adapted, because Part 7 isn't even out. According to the wiki, Paisley Park can just get something for you. Like, you can wish, like, I want a flashlight, and then Paisley Park will go out, find a flashlight, and just return it to you. It probably also would work on the One Piece. It'd be like, hey, can you get me the One Piece? It'll go out, get the One Piece, and just give it to you. That seems like that's, like, assuming the wiki is correct, which I assume it is, that's really good. There might be some downside, because, I don't know, but, like, yeah, that seems really good. Now, before we get to the number 1 slot, I'm actually gonna cuck you by giving you the honorable mentions instead. First, we have Babyface, which at first I thought would be pretty good. Then I realized you need, like, the DNA of the target to, like, to be able to track them down. And 1, the One Piece is probably not organic. 2, you'd have to get the DNA of the One Piece, which means you'd probably have to have the One Piece. Kind of like a worse version of Highway Star. It's like, if you have a time machine, you could just get the DNA of Goldie Roger and then, like, track him down. But really, it's just a much less of, like, it's just a worse version of Highway Star in the sense of finding the One Piece. Now we have White Album, which kind of, like, just freezes the stuff around you. So, like, for example, like, the user of the stand, like, just, like, can skate on ice with the stand, because he just freezes, like, just the stuff around him. This is a stand that's, like, good for getting to the One Piece rather than finding it. Like, let's say you know where the One Piece is, you could just, like, travel to the One Piece, like, just skate on ice to it, because I'm assuming it's, like, on an island. Really good for getting to it, but not really for finding it at all. Now, another one in a very similar boat, pun intended, is Strength, because it's just a giant boat. So assuming you know where the One Piece is, it's not going to be that hard to get to it. Next is Heaven's Door, which is kind of like a tricky one, because, let me just explain it. You basically can, like, read people's, like, life story as, like, a manga, and you can also write stuff in them to, like, change, like, an aspect of them. Like, you could write in someone, is super awesome, and they become super awesome. You could write in someone, is unable to attack me, and then they won't be able to attack you, no matter if they want to or not. Like, yeah. So, basically, one thing, let's say you have a time machine again, you could go back in time, like, knock out Goldie Roger, and then read him, and, like, find where the One Piece is. I think, in that way, it's better than, but actually, it might just be better than Highway Star and Babyface in that terms. Like, you could write in someone, will find the One Piece, and then they will go find the One Piece for you. And then you just have to take their credit for finding the One Piece, and then bam, you found it. Potentially, it's never been seen happening in, like, canon JoJo's media, but you might even be able to write in yourself. So potentially, you could write in yourself, will find the One Piece. But also, we don't know if you actually can do that with Heaven's Door, so I'm not going to let that factor in, even if that's potentially possible. And now for number 1, it's The World Over Heaven. You can just alter reality, you can just make it so you have the One Piece. Anyways, good night everyone. Good night everyone, and remember that the real One Piece was the friends we made along the way. Absolute cinema!